Well, good Thursday afternoon, South Plains. I'm KLBK's Chief Meteorologist Jacob Bradley here, and we're bringing you this update for today's Weather Aware Day that has been issued on Thursday, June 5th, 2025. Notice most of the area under that level 3 risk for severe storms now, with large hail damaging winds, and yes, even a couple of strong tornadoes in play today. So let's take a look at the active alerts we have as of this afternoon. Notice a tornado watch in effect for Curry, Roosevelt, and Lee counties through 9 p.m. Mountain Time tonight. And for all of our West Texas counties, that same tornado watch in effect through 10 p.m. tonight for our Thursday. Strongest storms will be capable of some strong, potentially long track tornadoes. Hail up to DVD size, which is about 5 inches in diameter. And we could also see some wind gusts that are pretty strong, upwards of 80 miles per hour or so. Now, as we take a look at those risk areas a bit closer here, notice Lubbock and all other areas in orange highlighted in that level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk. Areas in yellow like Clovis, Friona, back to Childress under level 2 out of 5 slight risk. So, as we go forward in time, notice by the 3 o'clock hour, activity beginning to develop here in eastern New Mexico. What's happening is the cloud coverage is starting to wane a little bit based off what we had this morning. That's allowing more sunshine to move in, but also that rain-cold outflow boundary that's back to our south and west is beginning to lift back to the north, acting as a bit of a warm front, bringing in warmer temperatures and also setting the stage for a much more favorable atmosphere for severe storms later on this afternoon. As that outflow boundary continues to push back to the north, I think what's going to happen is these northern portions, these northern supercells, are going to find that boundary and ride it to the east. Notice from 4 to 5 p.m., a big-time supercell going on between Littlefield and Levelland, another one near Lamesa, and one near Hobbs, one back near Denver City. This activity pushes east, potentially moving right into the Lubbock Metro at 6 p.m., with more activity over southern areas as well. And one thing to take note of, not every single location on the map is seeing severe weather, but those that do could be seeing some potentially significant impacts out of this activity today. As we go forward in time, by 7 p.m., that activity beginning to make its way off the Caprock, continuing to see a couple of showers and storms developing on the backside of this over western areas. By the 9 to 10 p.m. time frame, most of the activity wrapping up. We'll watch some stragglers behind the main event as they could produce some large hail and damaging winds. But I think by midnight, our severe weather threat is done for the most part. We will keep an eye on some stuff out of the Panhandle that could linger into early Friday morning. So a very active day today that you need to stay weather aware for, and you need to be paying attention to the forecast very closely. I'd say you need to be checking it every 30 minutes or so at least. So the main concerns, once again, with the strongest storms that pop up today, up to 80 mile per hour wind gusts, a few tornadoes, and DVD-sized hail, which is about 5 inches in diameter, and we will be looking at the potential of some of that localized flash flooding as well. A lot of you are asking, what time is the storm going to hit my house? Here's your answer. This is the expected arrival time for when storms could begin in your given location. Notice 1 to 3 p.m. for areas in black over the western and northwestern South Plains. 3 to 5 p.m. for places like Lubbock up to Silverton down to Hobbs over to Lamesa. 5 to 7 p.m. from Turkey, Matador, Spur, back to Post, Snyder, Gale, Claremont, and then Jayton, Guthrie, Paducah, arrival time there around 7 to 9 p.m. Again, that's when storms could begin. Not just the window in which they could occur. Storms could exist well beyond the windows there that are listed on the screen. So again, that is what we're looking at with today's severe weather threat. Again, a weather aware day remains in effect for Thursday, June 5th, 2025. We recommend you have at least 3 ways of receiving severe weather alerts. 2 of those should be your Everything Lubbock weather app, and then watching us right here on KLBK. We'll continue live coverage over the air on social media this evening as severe weather persists around the region. Make sure you have your severe weather safety plan ready to go should a warning be issued for your location. And again, that tornado watch lasts through 10 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Mountain Time tonight for the entire forecast area.